Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom reviews. It's by title below. Yes, this is on episode 3 of Tales of Zestiria the Cross season 2. And this episode I actually really enjoyed, especially the first part, because the beginning part, we actually get a pretty cool, intense battle. I mean, sure, they're not, fighting to the death kind of thing, but it was a cool battle to see the different elements go straight up against each other. So first off, obviously, you have Diesel using his tornado powers to pretty much destroying the sanctuary. So pretty much Sode goes to talk to Rose, while the rest of them, Edna, Lila, and Mikleo, go to confront, Diesel, to which we actually get a pretty cool fight between them. Diesel uses his wind to try and push him away. Also, Edna uses her, her earth to make a wall to block them. Mikleo comes up, starts attacking him with like icicles and stuff. And then you full blown, Lila is not messing around. She just like disperses, destroys the tornado, and then just sends a huge fireball straight at him. I was like, damn, I know you're trying to stop him, but collateral damage, you're destroying the place. I mean, it's fine because the sanctuary is supposedly, there's something bad beneath there, so it's okay, destroy the damn place, I guess, but damn, that battle, honestly, it was pretty intense. It was pretty cool. I really loved the way it went in that one, because like I said before, when you watch ufotable kind of animes and stuff, you always get that crazy action and everything. And I always said Tales of Zestiria the Cross, it never had that, amazing, sword fighting kind of battles and everything. But usually the battles are always just plain beautiful to watch. And that one was a huge, that's one of the huge reasons right there shown in this battle, was just the different elements going at it. The tornadoes, the green, air blast. We have icicles coming around, earth being shoved in the air, huge fireball and everything. It makes the magic battles in this anime always so enjoyable to watch, and that beginning part honestly was probably my favorite part of the episode. After that, of course, though, we do get more into kind of like the always just the uplifting feeling of Tales of Zestiria, because it's always, usually you hit a point where it seems all down, everything's sad and everything, but this one, towards the end at least, everything, it goes like bad, good, bad, good, bad, good, because at the beginning, we get to hear the whole story of Diesel and everything, and his story, of course, his connection to Rose. Pretty much, he used to go around with this band of mercenaries, dude named Brad, took in Rose and everything, and he's literally been there watching over Rose ever since then, and he'll literally do anything for her. And it's kind of sad that, it's kind of like a depressing feeling throughout this part, because also you see Rose and she's like, I'll do whatever it takes kind of thing. It obviously, there's a lot of emotion in that, and it's not like a happy feeling. It's more of she has to do this. This is the only way she knows how to do it. And obviously, Diesel will do anything for her. It's kind of like the main premise of this is said by, I forget what his name is, the wandering guy who pretty much tells them, you have to be true to yourself. That's the one thing. Even though, like, we even had a moment where Sode was kind of like confused and everything. He wants to, have Seraphim and humans, live together in harmony again. But the problem is that he can't even stop humans from fighting each other. How can he make it so that humans and Seraphim can live together if he can't even make it so humans and just humans live together in harmony and everything? Everyone has malevolence in them, and that's one of the things that the old shepherd said before, line by line. Sode remembered the whole thing, and Lila, of course, had like a gleam in her eye, probably because obviously she was with the past shepherd. I wonder if she's ever gonna say anything and say that she was with him or anything like that. Maybe not, but it does seem like it would be something pretty important to helping out Sode, and maybe that's why she's so proud of him in that moment, and everything. But yeah, everyone, has malevolence in them, or kind of, you kind of see like what makes someone have malevolence in them, doing something for like killing a bunch of people, but it's for like a whole more people. Doing this, is the worse, the better deed. When it comes to something bad, is doing the thing that's still bad but better than the worst decision still malevolence? It really gets you thinking when you're watching this episode, and when you're watching the whole anime in general. Malevolence is obviously the main premise of Tales of Zestiria the Cross and everything. And it makes you really think, especially for Sode as a character. He used to just think he wants to purify everyone and everything, and he didn't really, he was kind of blind to how malevolence is, and now he's been open his eyes to it, and obviously it's gotten harder and harder, and he doesn't know what to do and everything before. It's kind of something in the back of his head every time. He doesn't know if he'd be able to stop everything. But of course, just like that guy said, stay true to yourself. That's the one thing that is the most important to humans and everything over everything else, is being true to yourself. And that's why Rose is being true to herself at the moment. That's what she thinks she's doing, and that's why she's, following, even though it may be bad, obviously, but she's doing what she thinks is right. Obviously, Diesel is doing no matter what it takes, anything bad or good, he'll do it for Rose. You have Sode, no matter what, he's going to get stronger because of this, because, he's staying true to himself and everything. And I really do enjoy those kind of talks, those kind of, like, it really, makes it not just the kind of like it's an action anime kind of thing, it brings on a different layer of development going on within our characters, and I really do enjoy seeing that. Obviously, we're going to be going to the capital in the next episode for Sode, as he's going to Pendrago, or I think that's what it's called, and he's going to try and figure out what's going on and all that kind of stuff. The whole thing with the dragons too is still on his motives, and it'll be interesting to see how that episode goes, especially considering what happened at the end of this one. I always love, like I said before, Alicia is my favorite character, and at the beginning of this, I was thinking that they were going to be focusing more on Rose. Not that, that's a problem. I do like Rose as well, and they did show, that Rose is going to have a big, still a big part of the story in the next episodes and everything, because she's probably going to be going to fight everything, try and kill these people for the greater good, for justice and everything, while Sode is probably going to have to try and change her decision on how she thinks and everything, because maybe she will be struck with malevolence. And also, obviously, Diesel could have been as well. That's the whole thing at the beginning. That's why Lila them had to stop him and everything. So that's still an important thing. But the other part, what I'm really happy about, since I do like Alicia a lot, is that they are showing importance in her, and it looks like she'll be gaining her own kind of like they'll push away from Sode for a little while and go and focus on her, which is something I really do like. We do see her after, Sode tries to connect with her, and of course he can't do it at the moment. And then you do see her, also in her group, they're getting, bunch of them are getting killed. She's kind of depressed as well. It's kind of like that I said before, the sad, good, bad, good kind of thing. This is right, once again, everything looks down. Obviously, her teacher has been taken in as well, because that Bartholo guy is pretty much calling them all in for treason. So her whole army is pretty much taken. The officers are gone, and a lot of people have been killed. And you have her in that where she used to live, hang out when she was a kid, and she also, like, what would Sode do? She thinks that it's her fault for everyone's death and everything, and it's really weighing down on her. But luckily, I don't know if this has to do with the whole Squire connection thing, but she kind of remembers him. He's like, I have to get strong, and she's like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm gonna do that too. I have to get strong too. She, that part when the ending music started coming in, I was so hyped. I was like, yeah, Alicia, they're gonna be going back to Lady Lake and taking back that city. Hope they put that Bartholo guy into prison. I'd rather her, them kill her, but you know how Alicia is. So I hope he gets what he deserves for sure, and I hope Alicia is able to take back take back her country and everything, and be able to, I don't know, maybe later on, since this development will be finished, hopefully we will see her and Sode meet each other again. I always feel like, I know you guys said in the game there's no romance or anything like that. If anything, the closest thing is probably a bromance between, Sode and Mikleo. But so far, the way the anime shows it, it really does show that there is a different layer of a relationship between them, and you do see that they do, obviously Sode's like, Alicia, I hope you're doing good. They obviously care for each other now. It may not be a romantic kind of thing, but it could become it, and maybe for the anime they would change it. I would definitely love to see that happen, But hopefully after this whole thing goes down, maybe we will see Alicia, back with, of course, Sode them. But I'm definitely excited to see Alicia's part, because it's going to be a huge battle. From what we've seen in the opening, she's like on the wall probably of Lady Lake calling and go attack. So it should definitely be pretty cool to see that like army battle that will happen. And I'm not too sure if it's the next episode or the episodes after that, because we still have, of course, you know, the whole thing with Sore and Rose as well. So maybe split the episodes, or the episodes will be, you know, they'll be a big part of a different episode. So I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, that's all I really got to say, guys. Overall, another awesome episode of Tales of Zestiria the Cross. Really enjoyed the beginning battle. Loved the backstory of Diesel and Rose. Love seeing just like everyone kind of like at one point in this episode they were kind of down and not knowing what to do, kind of everything's weighing down on them. And then after, of course, we see that one guy, and he tells everyone about, you know, tells Sore about staying true to himself. It gets Sore up in, you know, happier and ready to push forward. It gets Alicia ready to push forward, even though right before that they were kind of thinking, you know, Sore's like, if I can't, you know, stop humans from fighting each other, how am I gonna stop malevolence? How am I gonna get humans and Seraphim to be able to live together? And of course, you did see Alicia's problem as well. Rose and Diesel are still kind of down there, but I'm pretty sure in the next coming episodes we will see some change that maybe probably Sore will instill in them, and should be interesting to see in those next coming episodes. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free. Comment below. Is there anything I missed and you want to talk about? Comment below as well. And if you did enjoy it, give a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Cannot wait for next week's episode to see what's going to happen. Will we focus on Alicia? Will we focus on Sore and Rose? Maybe both. I'm not too sure, but I'm definitely excited to see either or of those stories. So yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. So till next time, see ya.